Hello, gentlemen. While you're sleeping tonight, your body could be repairing circulation issues if you do this one simple thing first. Most men think nighttime is just downtime. But what if I told you those 8 hours are actually your circulation's prime repair window? There's a 1 tablespoon ritual that works with your body's natural healing cycle, and the results might surprise you. I'm Dr. Sarah Hewitt, and welcome back to Beyond the Pill channel, where we explore what really works for men's health beyond the prescription pad. If you're new here, I'm passionate about sharing evidence-based approaches that actually make a difference in your daily life. Tonight's topic is something I've been researching extensively, and frankly, it's simpler than most guys expect. Here's what recent studies are showing us. Your circulation doesn't just shut down when you sleep, it actually shifts into repair mode. Your blood vessels relax, your heart rate drops to its most efficient rhythm, and your body starts producing compounds that can actually improve vascular function. The key is giving your system the right fuel before this process begins. We're going to cover exactly what this 1 tablespoon contains, why the timing before bed is crucial, how it works with your sleep cycles, and what you can realistically expect in the first few weeks. At the end, I'll give you a complete protocol you can start tonight. No complicated prep, no expensive supplements, just one simple addition to your evening routine. Here's something that caught my attention in the research. Men who improved their nighttime circulation patterns reported better morning energy, clearer thinking, and yes, better performance overall. The connection between quality sleep and vascular health is stronger than most people realize. So let me ask you, what's your name, how old are you, and where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments because I love connecting with you guys, and your questions often inspire my next videos. Now let's dive into why your body's nighttime repair mode is the secret weapon you've been overlooking. Your body doesn't just turn off when you hit the pillow, it actually switches into the most powerful repair mode of the entire day. Think about it. While you're unconscious, your heart rate drops by 10, 20 beats per minute, your blood pressure naturally decreases, and something fascinating happens to your blood vessels. They literally start to relax and expand, creating the perfect environment for healing damaged circulation. Here's what most men don't realize. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body produces the highest levels of growth hormone and nitric oxide. These aren't just fancy medical terms, they're your circulation's best friends. Growth hormone helps repair damaged blood vessel walls, while nitric oxide acts like a natural vasodilator, opening up those pathways for better flow. It's like having a repair crew working the night shift while you're completely unaware. But here's where it gets interesting. Your digestive system also slows down during deep sleep, which means whatever you consume in that final hour before bed gets processed differently. Instead of being rushed through your system, nutrients have time to be absorbed more thoroughly. This is why timing matters so much. You're essentially giving your body premium fuel right before it starts the most important repair work of the day. Research from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine shows that men with better nighttime circulation patterns wake up with 30% better vascular function compared to those with poor sleep quality. But it's not just about sleeping more. It's about optimizing what happens during those crucial first few hours of deep sleep when your body is doing its heaviest lifting. Your autonomic nervous system, the part that controls things without you thinking about them, shifts into parasympathetic mode during sleep. This is your rest and digest state, and it's when blood flow to your organs increases dramatically. Your liver works harder to process toxins, your kidneys filter more efficiently, and your cardiovascular system gets a chance to reset itself. The problem is, most men unknowingly sabotage this process. Late-night snacking, alcohol, even watching intense TV shows can keep your nervous system in fight or flight mode, preventing that crucial shift into repair mode. Your circulation stays constricted, your blood pressure remains elevated, and you miss out on 8 hours of potential healing. But when you work with your body's natural rhythm instead of against it, the results can be remarkable. Men who optimize their pre-sleep routine report waking up feeling more refreshed, having better morning energy, and noticing improvements in areas they didn't even expect. It's not magic. It's just biology working the way it's supposed to. All right, gentlemen, here's what you've been waiting for. The 1 tablespoon that can transform your nighttime circulation. It's raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And before you roll your eyes thinking this is just another internet trend, let me explain why this specific form of vinegar is different from anything sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. The mother is that cloudy, stringy substance you see floating in unfiltered apple cider vinegar. It's not just sediment. It's a complex of beneficial bacteria, enzymes, and proteins that work specifically on your cardiovascular system. When you consume it before bed, these compounds help your blood vessels relax and improve the flexibility of your arterial walls. Think of it as a gentle tune-up for your entire circulatory system. Here's the science that got my attention. Apple cider vinegar contains acetic acid, which helps your body produce more nitric oxide during sleep. Remember nitric oxide from the last chapter? It's that natural vasodilator that opens up your blood vessels. But here's the kicker. When you take it before bed, the acetic acid works slowly throughout the night, providing a steady release of circulation-supporting compounds while you sleep. The potassium in apple cider vinegar is another game changer. Most men over 55 are unknowingly potassium deficient, and this mineral is crucial for proper blood vessel function. When your potassium levels are optimal, your blood vessels can contract and relax more efficiently, which directly impacts circulation. 1 tablespoon provides about 11 milligrams of potassium. Not a huge amount, but it's in a highly bioavailable form that your body can actually use. But here's what makes this different from taking it during the day. Your stomach acid production naturally decreases at night, which means the apple cider vinegar doesn't get diluted as much. This allows more of the beneficial compounds to reach your small intestine intact, where they can be absorbed and put to work on your circulation. It's like getting a more concentrated dose without actually taking more. The pectin in apple cider vinegar is something most people overlook, but it's crucial for cardiovascular health. Pectin is a soluble fiber that helps regulate cholesterol levels and supports healthy blood sugar, both factors that directly impact circulation. When you take it before bed, the pectin works throughout the night to help stabilize these markers, creating better conditions for blood flow by morning. There's also something called polyphenols in quality apple cider vinegar. These are antioxidant compounds that protect your blood vessels from oxidative stress. During sleep, when your body is in repair mode, these polyphenols help prevent damage to the delicate lining of your arteries. It's like having a protective coating applied to your circulatory system while you rest. The preparation matters too. You want organic, unfiltered apple cider vinegar with the mother. Brands like Bragg's or Spectrum work well. Mix 1 tablespoon in about 4 ounces of warm water. The warm water helps the vinegar dissolve better and makes it easier on your stomach. Some guys add a tiny bit of raw honey, which actually enhances the circulation benefits because honey contains trace minerals that support vascular function. Now, I need to be honest with you. This isn't going to taste like a dessert. It's tart, it's strong, and the first few nights you might make a face. But most men tell me they get used to it within a week, and many actually start to crave that tangy taste because they associate it with better sleep and morning energy. Your taste buds adapt faster than you think. Here's something interesting about the pH balance. Apple cider vinegar is acidic going in, but it actually has an alkalizing effect on your body once metabolized. This is important because chronic acidity can contribute to inflammation in your blood vessels. By helping restore a more alkaline environment overnight, you're creating better conditions for circulation and overall vascular health. The enzymes in the mother are particularly active during the slower digestive process that happens at night. These enzymes help break down proteins and support the absorption of minerals that are crucial for circulation. It's like having a team of microscopic workers optimizing your nutrient uptake while you sleep, ensuring your cardiovascular system gets exactly what it needs for repair and improvement. What really sets this apart from other circulation supplements is the synergistic effect of all these compounds working together in their natural form. You're not getting isolated nutrients. You're getting a complete package that your body recognizes and can utilize efficiently. It's the difference between eating an orange versus taking a vitamin C pill. The whole food approach just works better with your body's natural processes. Here's something that blew my mind when I first discovered it. Your body has an internal clock that determines when nutrients are absorbed most effectively, and for circulation support, that sweet spot is exactly 30-60 minutes before you fall asleep. It's not random timing. It's based on how your digestive system and cardiovascular system sync up during your transition into sleep. When you take apple cider vinegar during this window, you're catching your body at the perfect moment. Your stomach is starting to slow down its aggressive acid production, which means the vinegar doesn't get neutralized as quickly. At the same time, your blood vessels are beginning their nightly relaxation process, making them more receptive to the circulation-supporting compounds. It's like arriving at a party right when the music starts. Perfect timing. Your circadian rhythm plays a huge role here, too. Between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m., your body starts producing melatonin, which doesn't just make you sleepy, it also triggers a cascade of cardiovascular changes. Your blood pressure naturally drops, your heart rate slows, and your blood vessels become more pliable. Taking the apple cider vinegar during this transition amplifies these natural processes instead of fighting against them. But here's where most guys mess up. They either take it too early with dinner, or they wait until they're already in bed. Too early, and it gets processed like regular food, losing much of its targeted effect. Too late, and you're disrupting your body's natural wind-down process. The 30-60 minute window gives the vinegar time to start working while your system is still awake enough to process it properly. There's also something called the gastric emptying rate that changes throughout the day. In the evening, your stomach empties more slowly, which means nutrients stay in contact with your digestive system longer. This extended contact time allows for better absorption of the beneficial compounds in apple cider vinegar. It's like the difference between speed reading a book versus taking time to really absorb each chapter. Your liver function follows a circadian pattern too, and it's most active at processing and utilizing nutrients between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. When you time your apple cider vinegar intake correctly, you're essentially delivering the raw materials right when your liver is primed to convert them into circulation-supporting compounds. It's like having the right tools delivered exactly when the construction crew is ready to work. The temperature of what you drink matters during this window as well. That warm water I mentioned isn't just for taste. Warm liquids signal to your nervous system that it's time to relax. Cold drinks can actually stimulate your sympathetic nervous system, keeping you in a more alert state when you want to be winding down. The warm apple cider vinegar mixture becomes part of your body's natural preparation for restorative sleep. Now that you understand the power of timing, let's talk about the supporting habits that can turn your 1 tablespoon ritual into a complete circulation-boosting evening routine. These aren't complicated changes. They're simple adjustments that work synergistically with the apple cider vinegar to maximize your results. Think of them as the supporting cast that makes the main actor shine even brighter. First, let's talk about your evening meal timing. Eating your last substantial meal at least 3 hours before bed gives your digestive system time to handle the heavy lifting before you introduce the apple cider vinegar. When your stomach isn't working overtime to process a big dinner, it can focus on absorbing and utilizing the circulation-supporting compounds in the vinegar. It's like clearing the runway before the important flight lands. Temperature regulation is another game changer that most men overlook. About an hour before your apple cider vinegar ritual, start cooling down your environment. Your body needs to drop its core temperature to trigger the cardiovascular changes that support circulation repair. A cooler bedroom, around 65, 68 degrees, signals to your blood vessels that it's time to dilate and begin the nightly repair process. Here's something simple but powerful. Gentle movement after your evening meal. I'm not talking about a workout, just a 10-15-minute walk around the block or some light stretching. This helps your body transition from the fed state to the fasted state more smoothly, which optimizes how your system processes the apple cider vinegar later. It's like priming the engine before you add the premium fuel. Hydration timing matters more than you might think. Stop drinking large amounts of water about 2 hours before bed, but make sure you're well hydrated throughout the day. When you take your apple cider vinegar in that small amount of warm water, you want your body to be properly hydrated, but not dealing with excess fluid that could disrupt your sleep. Proper hydration helps your blood maintain the right viscosity for optimal circulation. Light exposure is crucial for optimizing your circadian rhythm. Dim your light starting 2 hours before bed and avoid blue light from screens during this time. This helps your body produce melatonin naturally, which not only improves sleep quality, but also supports the cardiovascular changes that make your circulation repair more effective. Your blood vessels literally respond to these light cues. Consider adding some magnesium-rich foods to your evening routine, but keep them light. A small handful of pumpkin seeds or a few squares of dark chocolate can provide magnesium that works alongside the apple cider vinegar to support blood vessel relaxation. Magnesium is like the co-pilot that helps the apple cider vinegar navigate your system more effectively. Let's get real about expectations, because I want you to know exactly what you're signing up for. This isn't a magic pill that transforms everything overnight, but it's also not a slow crawl that takes months to notice. Most men start feeling subtle changes within the first week, and by week 4, the improvements become pretty undeniable. Here's what the timeline typically looks like. Week 1 is all about your body getting used to the routine. You might notice that you're sleeping a bit more soundly, and some guys report waking up feeling less groggy. This isn't placebo effect. It's your nervous system starting to respond to the improved evening routine. Your circulation isn't dramatically different yet, but the foundation is being laid. Don't expect fireworks, but pay attention to small improvements in sleep quality. By week 2, things start getting interesting. This is when most men notice they're waking up with more consistent morning energy. You know that sluggish feeling that sometimes hits you in the morning? It starts becoming less frequent. Your body is beginning to optimize its nighttime repair processes, and better circulation during sleep means better oxygen delivery to your brain and organs. You might also notice you're not reaching for that second cup of coffee as often. Week 3 is where the circulation benefits become more noticeable. Men often report that their hands and feet don't feel as cold, especially in the morning. This is a direct result of improved peripheral circulation. Your blood is flowing more efficiently to your extremities. Some guys also notice improvements in their exercise recovery during this period. Your muscles are getting better blood flow during sleep, which means better nutrient delivery and waste removal. Week 4 is typically when the more significant changes become apparent. This is when men start noticing improvements in areas they weren't even thinking about. Better mental clarity, more consistent energy throughout the day, and yes, improvements in sexual function. The sustained improvement in circulation is now affecting multiple systems in your body, not just your sleep quality. By weeks 5 and 6, the benefits tend to stabilize and become your new normal. Your body has adapted to the routine, and the circulation improvements are now part of your baseline health. This is when men often tell me they can't imagine going back to their old evening routine. The apple cider vinegar ritual has become as automatic as brushing their teeth, and the benefits feel permanent rather than temporary. Here's what's important to understand. The improvements build on each other. Better sleep leads to better hormone production, which supports better circulation, which improves sleep quality even more. It's a positive feedback loop that gets stronger over time. By the 2-month mark, most men report that their overall energy and vitality feel significantly better than when they started. Let me save you some frustration by sharing the most common mistakes I see men make with this routine. These aren't just minor slip-ups. They're the difference between getting real results and wondering why nothing's happening. The good news is that once you know what to avoid, staying on track becomes much easier. Mistake number 1 is using the wrong type of apple cider vinegar. I can't tell you how many guys grab the first bottle they see at the grocery store, which is usually the clear, filtered stuff that's been processed to death. You need the cloudy, unfiltered version with the mother. That stringy stuff floating around isn't a defect. It's the most important part. The clear vinegar is like buying a car without an engine. It looks right, but won't get you where you want to go. The second big mistake is inconsistency with timing. Some nights you take it at 8 p.m., other nights at 11 p.m., and weekends you forget entirely. Your body thrives on routine, especially when it comes to circadian rhythms and circulation patterns. Pick a specific time, let's say 9:30 p.m., and stick to it every single night. Set a phone alarm if you have to. Consistency is what transforms a good idea into actual results. Mistake 3 is taking it on an empty stomach without the warm water buffer. Some guys think more is better and knock back straight apple cider vinegar like a shot. This can irritate your stomach lining and actually interfere with sleep quality. Always dilute it in warm water, and if you have a sensitive stomach, consider having a small snack 30 minutes before. The goal is to support your system, not shock it. Here's a mistake that surprises people: continuing to eat late into the evening. If you're having dinner at 8 p.m. and taking your apple cider vinegar at 9 p.m., your digestive system is still working overtime on that meal. The vinegar gets caught up in regular digestion instead of being absorbed for circulation support. Give yourself at least 2-3 hours between your last substantial meal and your apple cider vinegar routine. Mistake 5 is expecting overnight miracles and giving up too early. I've had guys tell me they tried it for 3 days and didn't feel different, so they quit. Your circulation didn't develop problems overnight, and it won't be completely restored overnight either. The men who get the best results are the ones who commit to at least 4-6 weeks before making any judgments about effectiveness. Another common error is mixing the apple cider vinegar with other supplements or medications without thinking about interactions. While apple cider vinegar is generally safe, it can affect how your body absorbs certain medications, especially if you're taking anything for blood pressure or diabetes. Always check with your doctor if you're on medications, and space other supplements at least an hour apart from your apple cider vinegar routine. Now here's where we take everything up a notch. While apple cider vinegar alone is powerful, there's a simple recipe that combines it with 3 other natural ingredients to create what I call the circulation elixir. This isn't about complicating things, it's about maximizing the benefits you're already getting with ingredients you probably have in your kitchen right now. The base is still your tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar with the mother, but we're adding a 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Not the regular cinnamon you find in most grocery stores. That's cassia cinnamon, which is fine for baking but doesn't have the same circulation benefits. Ceylon cinnamon contains compounds called cinnamaldehyde that help improve blood vessel function and support healthy blood sugar levels overnight. Next, we add a teaspoon of raw, unfiltered honey. This isn't just for taste, though it does make the elixir much more pleasant to drink. Raw honey contains trace minerals like potassium and magnesium that work synergistically with the apple cider vinegar. More importantly, honey provides a slow-release source of glucose that helps stabilize your blood sugar throughout the night, which is crucial for maintaining steady circulation. The 4th ingredient might surprise you: a small pinch of pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. I know, adding salt seems counterintuitive when we're talking about circulation. But hear me out. This tiny amount provides essential electrolytes that help your blood maintain proper viscosity. When your electrolyte balance is optimal, your blood flows more smoothly through your vessels. We're talking about maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon, just enough to provide minerals without affecting blood pressure. Here's how to prepare it. Start with 6 ounces of warm water, not hot, just comfortably warm like you'd use for tea. Add your tablespoon of apple cider vinegar first, then stir in the Ceylon cinnamon until it's well distributed. Add the honey and stir until dissolved, then finish with that tiny pinch of salt. The order matters because it helps everything dissolve properly and prevents the cinnamon from clumping. The synergistic effect of these ingredients is remarkable. The cinnamon enhances the nitric oxide production from the apple cider vinegar. The honey provides sustained energy for overnight repair processes, and the minerals support optimal blood viscosity. It's like having a pit crew that works together to tune up your circulation while you sleep. What makes this elixir special is how it affects your sleep architecture. The combination helps you achieve deeper, more restorative sleep phases, which is when most of your circulation repair happens. Men who switch from plain apple cider vinegar to this elixir often report more vivid dreams and waking up feeling more refreshed, both signs that they're getting better quality sleep and circulation repair. Gentlemen, we've covered a lot of ground tonight, and I hope you can see how this simple 1 tablespoon ritual can become a game changer for your circulation and overall vitality. Before we wrap up, I want you to hit that subscribe button if this information has been helpful. It really helps me reach more men who need to hear this message. And please, drop a comment below telling me your name, age, and what city you're watching from. I love connecting with viewers from around the world, and your engagement helps other men find this content too. If you found value in tonight's discussion, share this video with a friend who might benefit. Sometimes the best health advice comes from someone who cares about us. Now, let's bring this all together. We've talked about the power of apple cider vinegar with the mother, the critical importance of timing it 30-60 minutes before bed, the supporting habits that amplify your results, what to expect week by week, how to avoid the common mistakes that sabotage progress, and that circulation-boosting elixir recipe that takes everything to the next level. This isn't about quick fixes or miracle cures. It's about working with your body's natural rhythms to support the circulation and vitality you deserve. The men who get the best results are those who approach this with consistency and patience, understanding that real health improvements build over time. Your circulation didn't develop challenges overnight, and restoring it to optimal function is a process that deserves your commitment. Start tonight with that 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in warm water. Stick with it for at least 4 weeks, and pay attention to how your body responds. Remember, gentlemen, true health and vitality come from understanding how your body works and supporting it naturally. Always remember, the truth goes beyond the pill.